Welcome everyone in this new live development video about building an auto battle game. In this video we're going to fix up some of the bug we had remaining before moving on. Because they actually some of them are actually game breaking, and it's going to be just way cleaner to fix them now. So some of them I've went through some of them and I already know how to fix them. So we'll just check it out real quick. So in our camera switcher, so the first one is we're going to switch is the bug of camera at the beginning of the game. So it was coming from, so we want to go in get camera pivot, and we're clicking the entry here if the battlefield has the ID -1, but we also want to check if the zone is local, but actually we want to check if the fight zone is -1, because we were teleporting to the other side of the battlefield in our own base in here. So when we do this, we are properly teleported to our own battle zone at the beginning, and we can no longer see us behind, in the other side like we used to. So next bug we're going to fix is the fact that the units don't start full health, and for that we're going to have a new event we receive when the unit is actually being pulled back from, is being revived. So when the unit is being revived, we're gonna set max and max health. Set max health like this. So when we revive the unit, we're gonna set max health, and when we do this, we're actually gonna grab this and that. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna plug this here, and we're gonna create a new dispatcher, dispatch on else set. We want to be calling this, and we actually want this to have 2 parameters. Three even. No, only 2, and 1 is going to be the units. In units, in health, like this, we want to hit compile, and we want to plug ourselves here, and we want to plug the max health here, and the health bar is actually going to bind itself to this. So in here we are binding ourselves. We're also going to bind ourselves to not all events. Unbind event from dispatch on else set like this, and we want to duplicate set current else, set max else. We actually want a unit here. We want this, and we want to be calling that event here. And we also want to be binding ourselves, like I was saying. We just unbinded ourselves, and we want to bind, but we also want to bind like this. And in here we actually want get unit else. Why are we calling this? I don't think we want to be calling this here, because yeah, I think that's the same thing. No. Okay. This is working, because in any case, where in here we are calling this, and since we're calling this, it's gonna launch that, which is going to set our current else, which is going to update the percent field. So we're fine. We're just gonna check that it worked before moving on. So they are full else. And when they reach 0, they die. Apparently it worked. Okay, that's fine. Next bug on the list is the fact that sometimes it fails to clear the combat for some of the players, and that's because we forgot to, in our fight zone, a live unit, we forgot to clear this. So we should be clearing this when we actually spawn new units. So we're going to override the event spawn unit function, and we're going to be clearing that before, like this. And we can't be checking if this is working. But trust me, we had to. So I think that's, well, we could have been removing them when they're being sent back to the pool. This is the same thing, in theory. In theory, this is the same thing. Except if we unbind ourselves when they're being on unit state modified. When are we unbinding ourselves? When a unit unregister and when when they're being sent back to the pool, they unregister and we're no longer receiving this, so we have to do it this way. So we're fine about this. And the last thing we have to modify is actually fixing up the phase logic, which is kind of broken right now because it can be unsync between client and server and for other reasons. And I think we do want to fix this, but I think we're going to do this in the next video. So hope you guys enjoyed that one and hope to see you there. Bye bye.